Greetings, welcome to Muse and Magic 1111, and thanks for stopping by my channel for yet another deep dive into your tarot journey. My name is Aisha, also known as Goddess, and I'm here to serve you, Libra. Okay, we're going to jump into these messages. I'm not going to do a long introduction or any of those things. I'm not going to even do a healing, which I would typically do. We're just going to jump in here and ride this wave, okay? So, general energies around you right now. Libra is well-being. Okay, we have your boundaries card right here. Okay, someone's been working on setting boundaries. I feel like a lot of this has a lot to do with life in general for you, with the people around you, with the many hats that you probably wear, or the role that you play, even at in a career, at your job or something like that. But setting boundaries. Yeah, that's what it says. It's the Eight of Pentacles. It's like work. It's hard work. Maybe you feel like you've been working hard. Like, I feel like I see you. Oh my God, this is so funny. I see this hamster wheel going around. I always use this when I'm describing even myself sometimes when I'm just too busy, just doing too much. But I see this hamster wheel and it's always something to do, something, moving my feet, moving my hands, right? But going nowhere. Because you're still very in some type of a stagnant energy. I don't know if it's stagnant because of the financial piece of it, or stagnancy because whatever you're doing is not really, it's almost like it's not even for yourself, or you're not getting a chance to enjoy it for yourself, or maybe you're doing a lot and having all these responsibilities. Just say it's a work situation and you're not getting any higher pay for it. You're not getting anything extra for it. Like, you're not even getting any pat on the back. It's just what's expected. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's whack. But if it's relationship, same thing. If it's, relationship to people, a partner, family. Sometimes that happens with families. Like, we get all these roles we end up playing in our immediate families without any reciprocity, without any thank you, without any, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of giving a little bit of that. So yeah, and here we have closure. Like, I feel like somebody is walking alone, possibly walking away from something, but also that means you're walking towards something else. Okay, but this is closure. What is this closure about? That's what I wanted to clarify. And so I pulled a few extra cards. And it seems like this closure is about something that started, a new beginning of something, but it just didn't quite give what it was supposed to give. Maybe it didn't turn out the way you thought it would or expected it to, even if this is at work, a new role or a new something, but something that, yeah, this is something new. Maybe there was an actual literal birthing of a new idea. birthing of a new business, birthing of an actual child, something, but there was some closure to it. The only thing I can think of is if it has something to do with children or a child, that we've gotten to the end of this road. Maybe there was a literal birth of a child, or maybe there was closure, meaning a door closed, where there was thought to be this child that was, I don't know why this keeps coming up in readings, this energy. That was yours. Maybe you found out it wasn't. Maybe there was a situation of pregnancy, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like something, there's closure, there's some finality here. A closed door. I can kind of, I hear somebody saying I can wash my hands now. I can wash my hands of this. Or this was crazy. Like all this time spent, all of this work put into this energy put into this planning and this thought and this supposed new beginning and how things was whatever. And then it's almost like it was just wasted time. Like decisions were made based on this, financial decisions or major decisions or something, and only to find that this, was going to end eventually, in closure, in a very quick, abrupt closing of something. Wasn't going to last. Okay. For some of you, uh, yeah, for some of you, this is, it's almost like this closure to this. How would I describe that? Closure to this supposed, it's like the ending. Let me stop saying closure, like an ending to what maybe was a happy home type of a situation. Okay. Whatever that means to you, take it how it resonates. I have a few cards here that I pulled because, I wanted to dive a little deeper into what that really meant. So there was frustrations here. I feel like you've been feeling very overwhelmed, Libra. I feel like you've been very frustrated. A lot of this has to do with work and or finances. A lot of this may have to do with just you thinking too much, just being too far in your mind about things. There could have been a frustration around the birth of something, someone, or something to the tune of that. Um, New idea creation, like it's almost like you have to put an end to something, an end to a thought, or an end to a plan. Like like you had to just kind of reckon with the fact that I'm gonna have to sit this down for a minute. This ain't really the way it's gonna roll out. This ain't really working out the way, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, it's kind of like jumbled, and I feel like that's very indicative of your thoughts. You got so much going on till you can't even get clear thought. You know what I mean? Like I feel you, Libra. I feel it. A lot of this may have a lot to do surrounded around the thought of trust or the idea of trust. I feel like, there's been some issue around trust or trusting, whether it's trusting yourself, trusting someone else, trusting a situation, trusting that there's enough. A few things are just kind of popping up. Yeah, because I feel like there's been some stagnancy here. It's almost like shit has been hitting, like life has been life and shit's been delaying your life. Like it's almost like you've been having your life on hold. Whatever has come up, whatever decisions you've been making, whatever these ideas or thoughts or responsibilities, it's put a delay on your life. Okay? These changes, these things you've had to do, the many roles you've had to play. Okay? And I don't know, like whatever that is, I feel like that has contributed to why it's been very hard for you to trust in what is trustworthy, trusting in those who you, God, it's so weird. It's almost like, okay, there's been trust issues with people, okay? Trusting a situation, a relationship or something, trusting someone in the relationship, just trust. You got trust issues, Libra, around a lot of shit. I don't think that you trust yourself and your abilities and your capabilities. I don't think you trust yourself and your finances, that you have enough for what is needed. You don't have enough light for the step that you're on. That's the way you be in your head. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't trust. And because of that, sometimes you tend to stagnate yourself and stagnate your own life because of your lack of trust, trusting in the divine that everything is going to work out and be okay, trusting in those who say they love you and really mean it, who or those who say they have your back or your best interest at heart and really meaning it. And maybe you don't, because you can't, because you've dealt with a lot of people who weren't very trustworthy. They were some hangman ass people, some upside down ass people. You know what I mean? So it's almost like it's kind of jacked up, but I mean, that's just what it is. That's what's coming up. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. Um, all of this is leading to you. That's why I said this whole focus, the whole theme of this all has been surrounded around your well being. You need to focus. Ooh, okay, Libra, you need some self care. You need to sit back, relax, and kick your legs up and just step away um, from something or someone or a situation, even if it's just but for a day, like, or you need to create that for yourself, manifest that for yourself, step away, get some self care, some much needed, much past due self care. Okay. How do we know this? Because this is about your peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? This is your peace of mind. This is for your own peace of mind and your contentment. Okay. And yeah, it's almost like it's just it's giving all these decisions like you've been having. That's why I see all these things going through your head, these wands, because you have a lot of wands coming out here. All these wands going through your head, and pentacles, because it's frustrations around money and everything's costing. Every decision that is needed to be made or pondered over is like, are you just thinking about the financial piece of it all? Then you got um you're already in your head, you're a thinker anyway. But then you have a situation where it's just really been difficult because everything has been kind of like in this hangman energy. It's like all these moving pieces, so you can't really get grounded in a thought. You can't really get a blueprint of anything because you can't see far enough or be still long enough. And then you do this thing where you whenever you could have a little bit of peace of mind, you're still occupied with something. Like it's almost like you do something to even sabotage that. Like you busy yourself with something. Maybe it's something that you do all the time. It's like people who smoke weed all the time. You're kind of just not, you're trying to be in a state of not having to think about things and deal with shit, but you're still going to get thought about. So you're not doing anything to help yourself. You're just kind of procrastinating and hangmanning the situation until tomorrow or until later, until it comes up on your thoughts again. So you have these vices in your own way, even if they're supposedly good vices, so you think, um, to kind of just ignore or just to kind of blank out, or what do I want to say? Just, to escape. Escapism, that's what it is. An avoidance. Okay? But it's not really serving you. You know what I'm saying? There's these decisions that have been needing to be made. There's some finality that needs to come to a situation. And um, what's crazy is that whatever has transpired, I guess it was kind of like the best, especially with this trust, because that's where this really belonged. With that trust situation and this hangman stagnant energy, it's almost like the trust issues also comes from there needing to be made, decisions needing to be made, and they were the best decisions that could be made under whatever the circumstances, but it still doesn't cancel the fact that something was done, I feel like, without your permission or behind your back or without like life just happened without you being able to brace for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just the energy that I'm getting behind this. Um, so then we have psychic abilities. So I feel like what this is really representing is that spirit realm, your spirit ancestors, your guides, someone, your angels, even. You know, someone's been really trying to help you to tap into your own personal spirit, your own personal soul, your own personal spiritual transformation. Like spirit world has been trying to get your attention so that you can tap into your spidey senses, your own intuitive nature, because some of this shit you already knew. You already knew how it was going to happen and transpire. You already knew it was coming somehow. And then when it came, it was kind of like you weren't prepared, because you do a lot of escaping through your own vices. And that's whether it's smoking, whether it's drinking, whether it's just dumbing out on YouTube, or don't be offended by me saying that, dumbing out on TV and this and that, like all these things. And then we get into the story of this is what I have to do, you know. And we're not victims, right? But this is what I have to do. Oh, because of this, because I have to do this and that, I'm not able to do this. And that's why you're stagnant in your life. But no, you're stagnant because you're not stepping up. You're not stepping out to give yourself, feed your well-being, give yourself quiet time to go quiet and get clarity. And when you do have that quiet time, you still go do something. Let me go play basketball. Let me go over here and go to the bar. Let me go over here and, like, you do shit that ain't really helping you get to clarity. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you what is coming up in the cards. Okay, so your spirit guides are trying to shake you awake and get your attention about something. Okay, and really, if you allow for this, you'll stop being in this upside down strength. You'll start standing in your own strength of things, standing on your own square about certain things, making decisions without procrastinating, and making the best decisions that are necessary in this moment and for where you're at, regardless of who it pisses off or who doesn't like it or who's sad about it. You'll stop worrying about all of that, because this is about the most important thing here, which is your well-being. Okay? Um, Yeah, frustrations at work is running through this whole thing. So I know that has a lot to do with something. Um, there's still a lot of hard work to be done. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. But I think you're already fucking exhausted, Libra. Like you're tired. I'm surprised you didn't get the fucking vacation card out here somewhere, something that meant travel. You know what I mean? But yeah, you just please pay attention to your life, to your soul, and the deprivation that's happening there, and get yourself some self-care. I don't care how you do it, where you do it, self-care. Okay? But I am proud of you for making those hard decisions, some of those hard decisions that probably put you in this position in the first place. Because remember, we started off with setting boundaries, and I think you're coming into this space where you're starting to know and recognize that I have to start setting boundaries with people. I have to start stepping up and just not being worried about what other people are thinking or doing or how they prefer to move, because this is affecting me most of all, right? What can you do? Okay? What can you do now? What you need to do now, which is the Trust Your Vibes decks here. What can you do for your own self? Let go. There's some things you're going to have to let go of. Sorry about that, guys. Some things you're going to have to let go of. Some people, places, and things or habits you're going to have to let go of. Do a sound check with yourself. Check in with yourself. That's what this well-being card is about, self-care. You need a sound check. How am I feeling? What am I feeling? How do I get to the bottom of this? How do I rebalance myself? How do I get grounded? How can I do a better job at checking in with me? You know what I'm saying? And lastly, call on your healer guides. Again, this is all things you could do for your own self well-being. Okay? Do a sound check. You know what that means when you're at a concert or somewhere they're doing sound check, check one, check two, mic check one, check two. They're making sure that everything can go off without a hitch. Is the sound right? Is the pitch right? Is there too much of an echo? Is the lighting okay? You know what I mean? Like they're doing all the checks, which you have to do for yourself and your body and your own psyche. Okay? And sometimes in the process of that, you're going to have to let some shit go. Those things that are no longer healthy for you. If you're, 30 and up, you got to start doing shit a little differently. You can't do what you were doing in your teenage years and in your 20s because that shit hits different, hits your body different. Our food is different right now. Got a lot of bullshit in our food. You cannot do and drink and eat the same things the way you used to do it back then. You got to start taking care of yourself. Okay? That's it. And call on your healer guides. So whoever you deem your healer guides, whether it's your angels, whether it's the people in your life, your support system who you know can help you out in certain situations, don't be afraid to call on those people, but get what you need for yourself. You gotta get yourself together. You gotta focus on your own well-being. Because otherwise, how can you continue to do what you're doing for everyone else that you're doing it for if you're no longer here to do it? You know what I'm saying? If you're not in your right mind to do it. If you're not in your healthiest state to do it. Okay? Those are the messages for you, Libra. I love you. I see you. I see you. I'm just helping you kind of, instead of the wands going in all these different directions, I'm helping you lay them suckers out. You know what I'm saying? So you can start addressing them one by one by one. Okay? I love you so much. And until next time, man, and all you're getting, get understanding. Be well, Libra. Be well. Get well. Okay? Take care of yourself. Wholeness. Bye.